Hi guys, it's Mandy, and it's so hard to make a good entrance when you have such limited space, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on Dragon Quest XI. So with all that being said, let's get started. So, Dragon Quest XI, it's my entry point to the Dragon Quest series. It's a very beloved series with a lot of passionate fans in it, and I can see why. It's an amazing game, but to me, it doesn't really go into my top 5 JRPGs. It goes more into my top 10 because it does have some glaring issues that me personally, I don't like in video games. So first off, let's start with the story. So right off the bat, I love that this game had a very whimsical feel to it. It's a very classic fantasy game. You have your chosen one, light versus dark, your sidekicks, like you name it. And I like how sometimes I think the game is aware of its ultra fantasy nature, kind of pokes fun at it at some point, especially when the characters are surprised about like mermaids or witches, when there's like goblins and monsters roaming around everywhere. The world itself seems really big, but it's actually really small. When I first opened the map, it was like, whoa, I am in for some traveling. But no, the game is pretty compact. But since you could run, and your main character could run really fast, like Sonic, and you could ride a horse, and you could fast travel, and you could take a boat, which goes really fast too. And I like that sort of thing because it's easier to grind or to find hidden passageways and overall just travel more frequently. I think that's a good thing. And speaking of the world, the game looks beautiful. It's nice and crisp and colorful, very vibrant, and I love the art style, which many of you could guess it's the same art style as Dragon Ball Z, but nonetheless, I love how your main character looks, especially Eric. So the character models are very nice, and I like the art style, like I said. And speaking of characters, it will be a perfect segue to the characters, you guessed it. And I like the characters, some more than the others, obviously. There's not a lot of character development, and that's kind of a bummer for me because I don't really relate to the characters or as invested into them as I would like to be. And that's kind of disappointing because some of the characters are really funny and quirky, like Silvano or Veronica, which I really like. But since the game doesn't really focus on character development, it's kind of like a surface level thing with me. Again, that's just a personal gripe. I know a lot of people who love the characters and can relate to them, but me personally, I can't, especially the main character. And the reason I call him the main character is because you get to name him instead of a pre-chosen name. At first, I thought I was gonna name the file, so I put Mandy, but then I realized this guy had Mandy, so I changed it to Lee because I didn't know that was gonna be the main character's actual name. And the reason you get to name your main character is because he is a silent protagonist, and oh my gosh, I don't really like silent protagonists because they're hard to relate to because they kind of seem emotionless, especially in segments where emotion is needed. The only game that I, put up with it is The Legend of Zelda, but even then, I kind of want Link to talk one day. I get it was used back in the day because of limited resources, but now it's not limited resources because literally everybody has a voice except for the main character. And that kind of irks me. But he's not silent to people because when he's explaining something, you'll get a dialogue saying, Lee is explaining what happened. And I'm like, why can't he talk? Why can't he talk? It's annoying. I feel his character is as bland as a year-old cracker. So I'm sorry, Lee, I'm not really invested in your character, but what Dragon Quest does do right is get you invested into the story. The other things aren't as big of a problem, even though I would like to see more character development, even though I would like to see my main protagonist talk. The story itself does have some beautiful moments. So to me, the story in Dragon Quest XI is great. Not amazing, not breathtaking, just great. So, you know, that's just my take on it. Feel free to let me know what you guys think of the story in the comments down below. But now we are going into the gameplay, so let's get started. So for Dragon Quest XI, you have your classic turn-based combat, but it does have a twist that, in my opinion, makes it more bearable, and that is your tactics menu, and that lets you micromanage your party. So let's say I have like Serena for healing, and instead of having follow orders, you could put focus on healing. So she does all the healing on her own. You don't have to do it yourself, and I find that very, very convenient. The rest I kind of put as mostly balance fighting, and for Jade, I put her on No Mercy because girl shows no mercy. So you could command your whole party that way, but I find that doing the tactics menu really makes things go a little bit quicker and makes grinding a little less grindier. So I really like that combat mechanic, and you could always change them to different settings, but I wouldn't put Jade as focus on healing since she doesn't know healing spells. So you gotta know which character is fit for what they're doing. So all in all, I love the tactics mechanic, and you could change your lineup on the fly. So let's say someone dies, you could replace them instantly. So I like the customization of the gameplay, the tactics mechanic, the lineup change up. That kind of rhymes. So all in all, the gameplay is simple yet enjoyable. It's not like those overly complicated gameplay mechanics. It's very easy to grasp. So overall, it's an enjoyable gameplay and very fun. Okay, and now for my overall thoughts. Let's go. Dragon Quest XI to me is an amazing JRPG. It doesn't make my top 5 because of some of the problems with the story, but overall it's a very fun JRPG. It's not like overly complicated to be complicated. It's very easy to grasp and it's very easy to get into the story. So all in all, Dragon Quest XI gets my Mandy seal of approval. So that's it for my video. If you liked the video, please give me a like. And if you like this video and my other videos, please hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. Tell me what you guys think about Dragon Quest XI. Have you played it? Have you not? In the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter at MandyleePlays. I hope you guys have an awesome day and play the game. Bye.